What's your challenge?
Okay, so we moved into the condo.
Get one more table.
Do you like how it turned out?
Debbie, can you get one more table?
Not really.
I help you. Today's winner of the What Would Rebecca Do giveaway is from Texas. Her name is Deana Hopkins. Today we're going to address Deana's dining room. She lives in a home that was built in 1924 and she wants to decorate it with old-fashioned traditional style. Deana, you have an absolutely beautiful dining room. You can see that Deana has already painted the walls this beautiful lavender color. As we come along this wall, we've got more space, but there is a doorway. And then when we get to the end of the dining room, gorgeous bay window. I love bay windows. And then as we come around, there's one last wall with this nice big window on it. And I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful if you do the things that I recommend. So let's get started. Let's go to this one. You've got this dining room table, and you've mentioned to me that you have 6 kids. Deana, when do you find time to make a home-cooked meal to eat in the dining room with 6 kids? I think you should take this table and turn it this direction because it will free up space down at the other end. This is going to be really different than what you would typically see in a dining room, but I think you're going to love it when you see it. Here's the floor plan that I put together based on how I think your room is shaped. We have a bay window down here. We come along this side. Here's where the large window is. One of the entrances, another entrance, a kitchen entrance, another entrance. Lots of doors, all right, Deana? But here's what we do. If we take this dining room table and we place it horizontally, you can get 8 people around it easily, 2 chairs on either side of the bay window, and then this is the perfect spot for a buffet. This is the reason I want you to put the table this way. If you had it this direction, your chairs would be running into this space. So this is just a much nicer first impression. And of course, your chandelier goes right over the top. A lot of people will go and put their window treatments inside here, but the reason I don't like that is once it drops down into the space, you've already made your ceiling look lower because you can't go all the way up, and you've taken away so much of your window view. Here's what I'm going to suggest. If you think you know, stop the video now and leave me a comment. Yep, we're going to put window treatments and we're going to go to the ceiling. We're going to come down. These are panels that are stationary. They do not move. They can have finials on either end. Now watch this. I'm not putting it right on the edge of that window. I'm bringing it in to where it covers the edge of those lines, okay? You want to kind of create an illusion that the window treatments do their thing the windows themselves do their thing underneath that, and you don't quite know where they begin and end. So you put your window treatment panels in like this. Now, you're also going to want to address this window. Well, there's not enough room here on the sides to do any kind of window treatment panels. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start this at the top, and we're going to create what I call a ballroom shade. I'd have it start at the same height as the other window treatments, comes down the side, and it goes about that far into the window. Then there's like a whoop that comes up on the sides, and then there's a soft circular motion that goes in the middle here. There's usually some bands here, and then this just kind of softly billows. Here are 2 different types I found. Now this one is closest to what I show you here. It even can have some tassel fringe on the bottom, but look how pretty that is. In fact, it looks kind of pretty with your purple wall. Kind of reminds me of like a Martha Washington dress, something like that. Here's another version, a little more sophisticated. This one is very southern. This is more like a Roman shade with a soft pulled up bottom. I would start here by adding probably 2 pieces of art. I like them when they're a little bit more horizontal on the bottom. This is a very, very traditional application. A little more of a square on top and a rectangle on the bottom. And then on this wall here, because you have such a large space, I would use a horizontal piece. Get something large and very, very impressive. I think you need something stately. And then over on this wall, the kind of art I would use here, break it up a little bit. The large piece on one wall, 2 pieces of different size on another wall, and then 3 on another wall. I would definitely do this one here, and I would probably do this one here. This one, if this feels like it's just too much and you want it to be cleaner and more simple, then omit that altogether. If you put a piece of furniture right here, it fits perfectly in this section. You'll see here I had to move forward because otherwise if I took this line here and this line here as my maximum width, it wouldn't be wide enough for me. I pulled it out a little bit so I can get just a few more inches on either side. Add lighting and accessories. So when I say accessories, I'm talking about something very traditional. Like I would love to see a silver service, teapot and coffee carafe. Some of you may wonder what I'm talking about when I say a silver service set. So I found a photo of one. And if you don't have something like this, you can usually get them at flea markets or antique stores. But something in sterling or silver plate that sits on the center and it looks like it's a serving piece that you would be using. You've probably heard the term buffet lamp. Well, there's a reason for that. They're usually tall and skinny and they sit on a buffet. And now that I look back at this, I think they should be slightly taller. 2 buffet lamps, they're tall and they fit into this niche. Now this is going to be absolutely gorgeous at night when the light is on and then the chandelier is on. You've got your window treatment panels on either side and your buffet right here. So let's talk about the last thing, and that is the chair rail. Normally, I'm all for skinny, but not when it comes to chair rail. This chair rail, in my opinion, it's just not beefy enough to make any kind of statement. So I drew in on a photo what I would do, and that is I think it would look awesome if you did actual proper wainscot around this room. So here are 2 examples. This is molding, or you can do the really traditional wainscot, which is like this, solid wood panels. So the whole bottom is solid wood. This is something I'm telling you, if you do all the things that I'm recommending that you do, like this, all the things that I've talked about, you don't have to do the chair rail and it will still be beautiful. But if at some point, maybe this is down the road, you really want to step it up and really make it amazing, adding chair rail and or wainscot can make a big difference. So to wrap it up, Deanna, I hope you've enjoyed this episode today, all about your house. Love to see how it turns out. I hope you're able to implement a lot of these things. And if you have any questions or you want to see more of it, go to our Facebook page and check it out. You could be the next winner on #WWRD by entering the giveaway. There's a very specific video that we just made telling you everything you need to know how to enter the contest, because you never know. It could just be you.